Okay, I don't see anybody flying in here, so let's go ahead and get this going.
We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning and welcome to the April 26, 2021 meeting for the Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. My name is Kevin Cook. I currently serve as the chair representing District 2. Joining me today is Commissioner Bill Rippon representing District 1. Good morning.
Good morning.
Commissioner Aaron Mays representing District 3. Good morning.
Morning.
Madam Clerk, our first item.
First item is item 3, consent agenda.
There are 2 items on the consent agenda. Are there any questions or is there a motion?
Move for approval. Second.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Rippon, second by Commissioner Mays. All in favor say aye. All opposed, reflect that it passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item 4, new business, A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Commissioners, this morning we have vouchers totaling $1,102,398.64. A couple highlights under that. Under building and maintenance for Shirley Signs Incorporated for $10,017.43 is for preparation and installation of a sign at the Stormont-Vail Event Center. Under district attorney to the TPD for $10,000. That's for their share of the Celebrite Universal Forensic Extraction annual fee. Under elections commissioner, election system and software for $134,116. That's for the annual renewal and license and maintenance for election equipment. And then under detention facility, election commissioner, general expense, Parks and Rec, Constellation New Energy Gas Division LLC is the payment totaling $238,292.56. That's for the February gas services for several county buildings. I don't have any questions about this, and I would move for approval.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Mays,
Second.
second by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. All opposed, reflect that it passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. All opposed, reflect that it passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item B, solid waste. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-172-2021, amendment number 1 to contract C-191-2010 with David Bain, DBA Greenpoint Construction and Demolition Processing Center to extend current agreement through April 25th, 2022 with an adjustment in fees to $39.50 per ton for material disposed with funding from the 2021 Solid Waste Collections operational budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Bill Sutton, Shawnee County Solid Waste. Like the clerk said, we are asking for a contract extension to our current contract with an adjustment to our rate of $39.50 per ton disposed at the Greenpoint Construction and Demolition Processing Center. This is where we take a lot of our roll-off loads that have recycle potential, where it be wood, concrete, or any other type of scrap, as opposed to running out to the landfill. We're asking for a 1-year contract extension as opposed to a 3-year contract extension because Greenpoint has their contract coming up at the end of the year, and they do not want to get locked into an unfavorable contract, and I agree with them on that. So stand by for questions, gentlemen.
Questions for Bill regarding the contract?
No.
Motion?
I'll move to approve.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Mays,
Second.
second by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor say aye. All opposed, reflect that it passes 3-0. Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Our next item.
Item C, Audit Finance. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-173-2021 with UniFirst for uniform services through June 30, 2025.
Betty Greiner, Director of Administrative Services. This is our next step to have a contract for our uniform services. That also includes mats that we receive, that we change out also. You had awarded the bid and authorized the County Counselor's Office to negotiate a contract with UniFirst. So here is the contract for you that's coming back for your approval. And also, this contract would be for services through June 30 of 2025. So just about a 4-year contract.
Questions?
No? I'll move to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Mays. I'll second. Second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Reflect that it passes 3-0. Thank you. Our next item.
Item D, Department of Corrections, number 1, consider approval of Kansas Department of Corrections grant application for fiscal year 2022 for juvenile community corrections funding.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Phelps, Shawnee County Department of Corrections. This is the annual process that we follow to request funding from the Kansas Department of Corrections Juvenile Services to run the operations there at the ISP office, as well as some other things like juvenile intake. We pass through funding to them, and we do some community service work. We fund some community service work to help those juveniles who've gone into the juvenile justice system. So I'll be happy to stand for any questions.
Tim, this is very similar to the item that we took up on Thursday where we discussed the community corrections, but this is the juvenile component of that, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Any questions?
None.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Reflect that it passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item D2, consider approval of request to hire for a soon-to-be vacated position of Maintenance Tech 1 at a salary of $48,574, including benefits, and to post and fill any position that occurs as a result of filling this position.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Phelps, Shawnee County Department of Corrections. This is an item that is a little sad for us. We have a maintenance technician who served us for almost 16 years after he had retired from another job. And he's an outstanding worker, but he thinks it's just time to go spend time with his family, and we wish him well on that. And this is just to replace his position, and then if somebody who's union goes into it, then we're asking that that position also be filled. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Questions?
Questions? I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Rippon, second by Commissioner Mays. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Reflect that it passes 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Our next item.
Item E, Parks and Recreation, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-174-2021 Waste Tire Grant Program Agreement, $11,136.23 awarded from the Kansas Department of Health and Environment for safety surfacing under an existing playground at Crestview Park, with the Parks and Recreation portion to be funded from the Building Maintenance 3R Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Boyd, Parks and Recreation. We are seeking your approval of this grant contract. We applied for 3, but we only ended up receiving the 1, but every little bit helps. This is a 50-50 grant for the surfacing at Crestview. So, any questions?
Any questions?
Is this just for the main play structure, or is it for other things?
Yes, the main play structure.
Any other questions?
Questions? I'll move for approval.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Rippon,
Second.
second by Commissioner Mays. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Reflect that it passes 3-0. Thank
you.
you. Our next item.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
This is an opportunity for any department head or member of the public to address the commission on any item.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Phelps, Department of Corrections. I just wanted to take this opportunity to announce to everybody that we passed another crew of officers out of the Basic Correctional Officer Academy. In this academy, we had a total of 12 candidates, 2 from the juvenile detention and 10 from the adult detention. And it's a 2-week academy, rather intensive, teaching them some of the more advanced aspects of corrections work so that they can improve their performance on the floor. So we're proud of this group. They did a good job. They were very inquisitive, and we're looking forward to working with them.
It's always a good thing to see them graduate and go over for the academy and all the things that they've learned and their family there in the past. And so really appreciate you taking the time to put them through the academy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
She said that would work. She said, I have there. There we go.
Morning, Commissioners. Mark Price with Information Technology, but today I'm representing Top City Half Marathon. This Saturday, we had our first in-person Top City Half Marathon in downtown Topeka. We went through many neighborhoods of Topeka. The beautiful neighborhoods of Topeka had 270 runners from 13 different states join us. I'm guessing at the plaza afterwards, we had over 400 people. It was a great event, and we really need to thank the Topeka Police Department, Sheriff's Department, and we had multiple generous sponsors that helped make the event happen.
Mark, are you looking at having things like this in the future or continuing future half marathons or full marathons?
We hope to make this an annual event. 2020 was supposed to be our inaugural year. It ended up being into a virtual event because of COVID. We're already talking about next year, how we can make it bigger and better. And we do want to try to have some other smaller events throughout the year. Our real mission is to help out the youth in the community, get them active and running. And so we did last year put on a free 5K in the fall. We're planning on doing that again this year for high school, middle school, grade school age kids. Just a cross-country event. Go have fun, come out, be active. And then at that one we had some Josie's granola bars and G's custard at the finish so they could put all the calories back in their body they lost.
So for those that don't know, what kind of a course does this take? I mean,
Well, the quick answer is we start in front of the Capitol. From the Capitol, we go by Brown v. Board. Then we get on the Landon Trail, run to the Shunga Trail. We got off this year at Randolph over by Tark, ran Randolph to 19th Street, went into, I believe it's the Westwood neighborhood, over into the Westboro neighborhood, into Collins Park. At Randolph Elementary, we got back on Randolph, headed to Hummer Sports Park, ran through Hummer Sports Park, ran into Potwin by Commissioner Cook's house. He was out there cheering very loudly for everyone. Then we head over Topeka Boulevard Bridge, go through Nodo, get back on Kansas, and finish at Evergy Plaza. It's a nice short course.
I'm exhausted.
well, thank you for putting that on and look forward to future events.
Thank you guys for your support.
Thanks. Any other administrative communications this morning? Commissioner Mays, anything?
Nothing from me.
Commissioner Rippon?
It's just a good weekend, nice weather. Enjoyed getting out. So nothing other than that. Yard work.
Well, we had the wrap-up for Tulip Time. It ended on Sunday, and so I'm glad to see that everybody came out to support it. I'm looking forward to a report from the Friends of Ward Mead at some future point to talk about the results, and I anticipate that we'll have other events from Old Prairie Town coming up in the future. Some great programming. Madam Clerk, our next item.
Item 6, executive session.
There is a need for an executive session on 2 items. It would be for personnel matters of non-elected personnel, specifically related to the Health Department, and then for consultation with the attorney for the body or agency which we deem privileged in the attorney-client relationship. 15 minutes for each of these items for a total of 30 minutes, and that would be a motion made. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Rippon. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, reflect that it passes 3-0.
What time are we going?
We will begin at, give us 2 minutes, so we'll start at 9:15.
Okay, good.
marathon medals. I'm gonna put one of those 13.1 stickers in the back of my car. I thought about putting one of those 0.0 ones. How long do we have?
You got just about 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can make it 3. Okay, these, I need you to, we have all the addresses wrong, so you make that into a 2 and an initial above it.
Okay. Here, why don't we just do those now?
On the front and back of all of those, and then you have to sign them, but that's,
You want 200?
this is right, 200, yeah, that's, and then the initial again. And then there's front and back on, this- I would have caught it eventually anyway, but, oh yeah, this is not the easy part. This is, they're all, every page you sign has the address on it.
I hate signing the titles. They don't give you any room on there.
I know.
No, they fixed it on that one.
They did? Oh. Thanks, sir.
There's that. And
I got Betty in there. That one done already. 6.
6. There's that.
Thank you. I think that was painless and we can just, let's just go back in. Go ahead.
We are back from executive session. No action was taken. We are adjourned.